EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Welcome to the permanent home of the Tour Championship, where the likes of Brandt Snedeker, Tiger Woods, Jim Furyk, Bill Haas, Henrik Stenson, and Billy Horschel took the title and the $10 million prize that goes with the FedEx Cup. Designed by Donald Ross and played by the greatest players in the game. This is Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. Let's jump down to the action. That's in the fairway. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Like commercial play, very solid. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Getting set now over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Even par early on. Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides.
Second shot.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Shouldn't be a problem here. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not what he had in mind when he stepped to the tee, but it would be just one drop shot. This for bogey. So with that, 1 over par. Frank, what are the players facing here at this short par 4 third?
It's uphill, so it'll play a little longer than what it measures on the card. The green, I think, is the most interesting aspect of this hole. That back portion, You have to really be precise there, but you can use the slope when the flag's on the front. Try and spin it back towards that flag.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. The approach here at the third. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. And so the approach shot finishes up some 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah, not his best, but certainly not his worst.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Now back over to the fourth. Frank, what have you seen in the early going from our featured golfer?
A little bit of a struggle, unsurprisingly, really. Rich, just a little messy. This wasn't to be expected. Time to sort of tighten all the screws there, have a rethink, and try and put some red numbers on the board. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. And here we are, the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It all comes down to this tournament, the Tour Championship, to help us crown the next FedEx Cup champion. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. Frank, what are the keys to posting a good score here at East Lake?
If you can keep the ball underneath the hole, Rich, these greens get incredibly fast. They're old-style greens, so it means most of the greens slope from back to front. So anytime you're above the hole, it is wickedly fast.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that. Be a bonus from 25 feet away. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament. With the bogey, falls to 2 over. The first of 2 par 5s that have been shortened to play as par 4s for the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. This 520-yard hole will play much shorter than the yardage as the drive generally pitches forward on the downslope of that fairway. The second shot will be a middle to long iron from a downhill lie, and that's the key. That's what makes it difficult to get to some of the tighter hole locations. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Just in the first cut of rough. Not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Birdie try up next. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Two over for the day. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. This one has a good line. This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. All right, Frank, we've made it through the 6th unscathed. Here we are at the 7th hole, East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta for the Tour Championship, and it's a slight dogleg left, 434 yards.
It's the first hole that actually bends to the left, so you would think it would suit a draw, but those 3 bunkers down the left side almost prevent that. And really, the best access to this green is from the right side anyway.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Headed for the bunker. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So in the first cut here, could be worse. Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. You like this one, Frank?
It's a good one. Safely on.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round.
It went from bad to worse, and right now, horrible.
What do they say, Frank? Golf spelled backwards is
Flog.
flog. Beautiful looking shot right here. Good tee shot right in the short grass.
Second shot.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. It has it, and now at 2 over par. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at East Lake. We're on the 10th tee here in Atlanta, Georgia, and the finale for the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is that awkward length.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
He has this attempt for par. That's a par. Stays at +2. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Moves into the top 25 with that birdie. This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical. That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Now, what's the key here on this approach shot at the 13th, Frank?
You can see why high, soft landing shots really are the go-to here at East Lake. Great example here at 13. Off an uphill lie, nice, high, soft landing second shot will certainly get well rewarded.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Okay, has it and stays at 1 over par. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, this par 4 14th is straight away, but it is narrow. You have to put the ball in play off the tee here. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Now at 14, ready for the approach shot.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brittle out there.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Just a couple of feet. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Inching closer to the finish now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake Golf Club and that FedEx Cup title. It's a 481-yard par 4 at the 16th.
Won't play its full yardage. This one plays considerably downhill. 4 bunkers down the left. You can try and carry them all. The more modest approach is thread it down that right side. Another one that requires a pinpoint second shot, also played downhill.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So, 2 over par for the round. Another stout par 4 as we get closer to the finish here at East Lake Golf Club in the Tour Championship. The 17th is 455 yards. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is. Rich, it's a different challenge today. The weather is so day-to-day out here, and when you get a breeze like this that's kicking up, you really have to sort of change your approach to playing these holes.
It looks nice out there, the blue skies, plenty of high sunshine, but it's a challenge because those winds have really freshened up. Get down! Lay down! That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
He'll need to be strong with this.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, my goodness, Frank. That is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Now to the 18th, and a most unusual way to finish the round and really finish the season with a par 3. It's a tough one.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. And once again, off the tee and in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.